This past week, I have heard from no less than 3 very well-respected channelers that I also enjoy listening to about us being in a spiritual war, us fighting with the aliens, those evil ones that wanna take over, like it's Independence Day movie all over again. So I thought I'd come on for a Sunday night rant to give you the obvious truth about galactic fighting and spiritual wars and dimensional warfare and everything that people are calling it and many people are believing. Welcome to your multidimensional journey. I am Tracy Canberra, and I'll just state the obvious. If aliens had the technology and the ability to come down to Earth, then they obviously have the ability to wipe us out. They have that higher technology. If they wanted to enslave our planet, they would have already done it. So movies like Independence Day and George Orwell's 1984, all of that stuff, that is written in duality, good and bad, light and dark, good and evil. Now, I will admit there's a lot of light and dark on this planet because we perceive it as light and dark. We do live in a dualistic civilization and dimension. 3D is still dualistic, but it is our perceptions that make it dualistic. Part of our ascension journey is to step out of duality and polarity and move into divine neutral. And we're making leaps and bounds towards divine neutral this year. That's why it's so chaotic, because all the old systems using the duality and polarity are crumbling. But the truth is that there is no war going on. It is simply us having an experience of ascending. And many people are channeling. To be honest, I'm not sure why a lot of these people are channeling. We're in a fight for our lives, and it's not us. They're doing it to us. Okay, here's clue number 1. There is only us. We are all one. We are spirit. So unless you're punching yourself in the face, there is no one coming after you. Now, obviously in 3D, we see a lot of terrible stuff happen. I get that. But what we're talking here is higher dimensional beings, galactics, aliens from higher dimensions coming down to Earth to enslave us. If they wanted to do it, they already would have. And I'll tell you this, we have been protected from destruction, the kind of destruction that happened with Atlantis and us right now destroying each other. If the red button was going to be pushed, if there was going to be nuclear war or even scalar war, believe me, it would have happened already. I have heard other channelers say that on podcasts, but I know it for a fact in my own experience because I've seen it so many times. I don't want to get political here, but I can mention a certain leader from a certain very large country on the other side of the world would have pressed the red button 2.5 years ago. It's not possible. Our higher versions of self are not letting this experience be destroyed, which means we can't destroy each other through nuclear means and other means that would literally break Gaia and kill all the humans. We're not being allowed to destroy ourselves. Others are not being allowed to infiltrate our journey and destroy us. And aliens are already here. I generally bilocate to them to see them. I don't try to make them come down into 3D. But in all my years in Sedona, I have seen aliens. I did a podcast on it that I have literally seen aliens taking human form, and I've seen aliens in their form in Sedona, physically in our reality. It's very rare because no one wants to contract and condense down into this dimension. It's quite unpleasant. Think about it. You don't want to lower yourself to their level. It just gets painful. So it is rare, but we have more and more sightings all the time, every month. The aliens are already here. They are on the planet. They are in the planet. They are assisting us. They are living here side by side. We have sightings all the time. And no, nobody is taken over. Nobody is possessing anyone else. All of the hype about alien war is just a method to keep us in fear, keep us being sheeples. As long as we're sheep, we'll follow them in fear. And all of the people that claim to have seen war coming or are channeling beings that are at war or coming to invade us or whatever they're channeling, I don't know what they're connecting with, but it is very dualistic, because when you connect with unity consciousness, when you connect with source energy, with all that is, they never talk about war. They never talk about dualistic principles, because duality doesn't exist, just like time and space don't exist. And there's a few other things that I've read lately. The Akashic records are all being destroyed. The Akashic records are a record of all that is within every timeline and reality and dimension. They don't get destroyed. We simply add to them. I think what people are inferring is when your Akashic records are destroyed, you're free from the soul contracts and the karma of this life and other lives. That's up to you, completely up to you. There are all these tips and tricks and methods to release pain and suffering, release contracts, release karmic patterns, release all of it. But it is all up to us. We have to let go. We have to rid ourselves of the pain and suffering by retraining our brains, by releasing cellular memories. I'm going to connect with all that is and get the down low. Understand, dearest humans, that duality and fear are part of the 3D experience. You incarnated here as souls to experience fear, to experience death, to experience war, to experience pain and suffering. But that is because on the soul level, you know it is not true. Pain and suffering don't exist. You are infinite. You are all that is. This is a game. You may think it's a very unpleasant game from your perspective of limited vision in 3D, but it is still a game. And any beliefs that do not feel good, any beliefs that scare you or that create your suffering, change those beliefs. You do not have to believe in it. I understand that on your planet currently, there are wars and there are humans suffering. There are a great number of humans suffering every day at the hands of other humans, at the hands of natural disasters. But understand, on a soul level, you are divine. You are all that is. You are infinite. You never die. You simply cross back into your soul energy. And if all those on earth decided to step into love and compassion, all of the horrific things that you see and hear and read about would end. And you would immediately ascend a dimension or more. So if you spend your time sending love and compassion and peace out into humanity, out into your world, throughout your planet, you will do wonders to bring love and compassion and peace to the planet. You will do wonders to lessen suffering until the point it is ended. So rather than believing in the good and the bad and the tragic, understand that while all of those may exist currently on your planet, focus on the good. Focus on the potential. Send energy into those beautiful potentials for more love, more success, more peace. You are creating your world, and every bit of fear that you put out into the world creates more fear. So choose actively to put out more love and more compassion, more belief in yourselves, more belief in your galactic brethren. Become a being of pure love light, which you truly are beyond your delusion. Become that being, and you will see your world change. And we will tell you it is changing far faster than you believe. But again, it is your choice. What are you choosing to focus on? As always, we are available to you because we are you. So, if y'all have another spiritual headline that you'd like me to channel about, leave it in the comments below on YouTube, and I'll touch in with all that is. But just know that anytime you hear something that scares you or something that elicits a huge reaction from you, step back, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, is this dualistic? Is this polarized? If we are all one throughout the universe, and there is only one source energy, and we are all source energy, then is this really truly going to happen? And if you've gotten all the way to here, I want to thank you for listening to my rant. These are my perspectives from my experiences and my channeling. Just like the other people that you listen to that talk about war have their own perspectives and their own experiences. So I hope I gave you a different perspective than you've been listening to. And I invite you to open up your mind to your own intuitive abilities so you can channel the truth about what's going on in our ascension journey.